Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is an open-world action-adventure video game developed by Rockstar North and published by Rockstar Games, which was released on October 26, 2004, which is actually one of my friend's birthdays. Did you like that fact? I'm sure you did. I got 17 more for you guys today. Anyway, my name is Jermainius. Thank you for clicking on this video. And as you know, this is about to be 17, whatever adjective I use, facts about Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. So get your waffles, your pancakes, whatever you want, and let's do this thing. Yeah! Kicking things off with this first fact right here. In the original PlayStation 2 version of the game, one of the towns in Bone County, which is the third area, did not have a name. However, on the Xbox and PC versions, which were re-releases of the game, the town was named Smokey. Interesting. Pictures of characters from Grand Theft Auto 3, which was released in 2001, and Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the best game ever, which was released in 2002, are used on playing cards in the video poker mini game, which you can get in the casinos, because that's where you play poker at, if you kids did not know that. If the player fails the running dog mission while CJ's fat level is over 50%, because there are stats for some weird reason, Big Smoke, someone who betrays at the end of the game, sorry if I spoiled it, game's 11 years old, Big Smoke will call CJ afterward. He tells CJ to go to the gym and lose some weight. So he's trying to call you a fat ass. But you see how he looks and his name is Big Smoke. You hear how the key word is big. Big. And he's going to call me out. Okay. Alright. The beta version of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas has Big Smoke wearing a white jersey with black trousers. Weird. With him having a bald head. This can be seen on the statue of Smoke in his crack palace in East Los Santos, where the final mission of the game takes place. The full-size micro SMG, which is usually called the Uzi in these Grand Theft Auto games, was originally intended to be featured in the game, but it was cut from final release due to unknown reasons. It can be seen in several beta screenshots. In the introduction, which is a 20-minute video that was available with the North American PS2 special edition of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, or the official soundtrack double CD, the appearance of Sex Club 7 in the Liberty City scene is a canonical error. Before 1998, which is where Liberty City Stories takes place that year, it was called Paulie's Review Bar. This happened because Rockstar wrote Liberty City Stories, which was released in 2006, along with Vice City Stories, after San Andreas, which takes place in 1992, but released in 2004. So I think they forgot about that one. Come on, Rockstar. You can't forget your past. In the mission Mad Dog's Rhymes, one of the security guards playing a video game, possibly driver, says, "This sucks. I mean, how can refractions mess up so bad? You suck, Tanner." That was me trying to imitate that guy. This is actually an Easter egg mocking the game Driver, which some consider to be a Grand Theft Auto clone. The main character's name is Tanner, and the game is made by Reflections, the company, developer. You know what I mean. Deleted audio for the game reveals that Rockstar Games had intended for the high-ranking Forelli family gang member in St. Mark's Bistro to be called Marco Forelli. However, as the audio was not used, the character remains unnamed, so he has no name. No name Forelli. During the mission St. Mark's Bistro, a car can be seen in the yard behind the bistro. It has a unique license plate reading, "Forget it." Or, forget it. A message to the player to forget about exploring Liberty City, because in a later mission, well, actually in that same mission, you go to Liberty City just for a little while to do an assassination, and you go straight back to San Andreas. You cannot look around unless you have cheat codes and all that. So they're telling you, don't worry about it. You can't look. Give it up. Fuck you. Fuck off. Fuck everything. I'm saying fuck a lot. I'm sorry. Fuck. This next one is a very, very interesting one, so you gotta sit down for this one, or stand up, or sit, or stand. I don't know, let's just get to it. There were intentions for a sex minigame by the name of Hot Coffee to be included. However, it was cut due to controversy in the ESRB, threatening to give it an adult-only rating, AO. However, it was left in the game's code, and through using a cheat device or a hack, you could access it. When this news got to the ESRB, they threatened Rockstar again to remove it or get an adult-only rating, which means you have to be over 18 to buy it. And if you're wondering what's so bad about that, I will explain in a minute after I finish reading this fact, because I might be on this for a minute. This led Rockstar to recall all copies of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and releasing a second edition, which was exactly the same as the original but without the hot coffee feature, but they probably promoted it some different way. They tried to say like, oh, new songs, but really they were just trying to get rid of all this modding stuff. So they got rid of the feature, so it can't be found anywhere in the code. There was an additional promotion where players could mail in their copies of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas to get the updated version and $30. But since almost nobody knew about it, only about 2,000 copies had, only 2,000 people had mailed their copies in. Because again, 2004, the internet still wasn't that huge yet. It was big, but not as huge as it is now. And what's so bad about an adult-only rating is typically retailers like Target, Walmart, Best Buy, Circuit City, wherever places sell video games, electronics, whatever you want to call them, typically they don't want to be seen distributing stuff like that. Because, I mean, you'll see a kid walking by, oh, Mom, I want Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. It's rated adult only. But, you know, some parents will still buy their kids that game anyway. Then the kids get home, and next thing you know, they're beating somebody on the side of the street with a dildo, or they're getting a blowjob by some virtual character. Then their parents are all like, oh, Rockstar, what are you doing? You can't do this to our kids. Our kids are pure, even though they're going to grow up to do some hoish things. And I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm going to stop it with just saying that would have cut off about at least 80% of their revenue. And Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was actually the best-selling PlayStation 2 game of all time. It would not have had that record if that were to happen. So it's actually a good thing they cut back on that. It doesn't need to be adult only. I mean, it's bad enough as is. I mean, a mature rating is mature anyway. I'm going to move on now. The gas station in Dillmore has a label that says Max Payne Bulletproof Glass, an obvious reference to the Max Payne series, which are awesome. I love Max Payne 2. That is a great game. You guys should go check it out if you haven't played it. An Easter egg can be found on the top of the Southern Suspension Tower of Gant Bridge in San Fierro. A sign that reads, there are no Easter eggs up here, go away. A parachute can also be obtained on the top of the Northern Tower, so you can see this thing. Or that thing. Whatever thing. There's no Easter eggs up there, so don't look. Go away. Pier 69, located in San Fierro, is clearly modeled and named after the San Francisco tourist attraction Pier 39, a prime example of Rockstar Games' style of, referencing things. The name is also a parody of the 69 sexual position. Do not look it up if you are younger than 16 years old, because I don't want to take the chance of you getting scarred and blaming me for it. I'm not encouraging that. There are locations in the game where pedestrians commit suicide. One example is a photographer found near Flint intersection. A pedestrian will randomly spawn there, take a picture, and they will walk themselves into the water and drown. That is something I did not know. Claude, who is the protagonist of GTA 3, is seen wearing the same exact clothes as he wears in GTA 3, which I just said, which is odd as it is presumed that 8-Ball got him whatever clothes that he had in GTA 3 in the beginning mission, Give Me Liberty. Grand Theft Auto 3 is also a very good game. If you haven't played it before, I recommend you check it out, because a lot of people say that they didn't really like it, because, I mean, it is the first 3D Grand Theft Auto game. You gotta understand, it's 2001, and they can't include all these awesome, cool features you'd expect. I mean, but for what it was for a 2001 game, it was actually really good, and I'm glad I went back and played it a couple times. I just gave, Grand Theft Auto 3 the biggest plug ever, and Rockstar better thank me by sending me, free merchandise. And last but not least, my friends, when you find trash bins and Angel Pine, knock them over and use a camera or a sniper scope to see beta versions of Grand Theft Auto Vice City's maps in the garbage, which, again, is the best game ever. You cannot fight my opinion on all that, so don't even try. No, I'm kidding. You're welcome to think whatever you want. Alright, mi amigos, that's going to be it for this video. I was really hyper during this video. I don't know. Maybe it's because I had 2 Red Bulls before I did this. I don't know. This was a lot of fun to make. On the next video, we're going to be doing some more facts. I have not decided what game yet. I have some ideas. I have actually tons of ideas of games I want to do, and I will get to all of them eventually, I promise. So until then, thank you so much for watching. If you like this, like, comment, subscribe, all that generic stuff, because you just can't get enough of it here. My name is Jermainius, and I will see you in the next video. I love you all.